Why is nobody talking about the fact that Brilliant Fusion is the instigator of a lot of issues currently about to happen in the game? So, I hate to be that Yugi tuber that needs to bring up this point, but I gotta be. So, yeah, I know, my hair looks distraught, I look distraught, and yesterday's Pendulum Edition video was a joke, guys. Calm down. So, we're finally gonna dig in to more of a serious discussion here, and we're gonna talk about why the TCG needs to get the fuck rid of our boy Brilliant Fusion. So let's dig into that discussion, shall we? Alright. I know. Put down your pitchforks. Listen to some reasoning at the moment. The OCG is going to be the first one to get the blunt end of the stick with Brilliant Fusion. If you were watching the 12 Days of Christmas, you saw the Gem Knight FTK, and you were looking at 90% chance to be a successful OTK, and that's not much of an issue when you think about the grand scheme of things. But at the heart and soul of this OTK is Brilliant Fusion. Now, I know it's Gem Knights, but that's not the only thing that's been abusing it. Recently, we got the bullshit version of what we're going to call the Plant Link monster, which gives you the ability to kill anything and special summon a plant from your deck. And you guys know about the Protoplant engine. The Protoplant engine gives you the ability to get to Brilliant Fusion literally for free, just by discarding any monster. Okay, cool. Watching half of these Degenerate OTKs just being possible because of Brilliant Fusion and or the Protoplant engine is absolutely absurd. And I know, Brilliant Fusion has done wonders for the game. It's a card that was specifically made for an archetype that granted decks an additional normal summon, but it's becoming degenerate. And you can sit here and you can say, well, Robbie doesn't know what he's talking about. This guy's a fucking idiot of a YouTuber. It's going to be an issue sooner than later. And I'm an avid believer of trying to clean up stuff before it becomes an issue. Not only do we have Level Leader cooking as an issue in the TCG, if you don't think Level Leader's not going to be an issue either for climbing up the links, yeah, it's going to be. High level costed decks being able to use Level Leader, but that's a different story for another video. I might touch on that a little bit more in here, but so anyway, Brilliant Fusion. I understand that you have to play bricks in your deck to even make it viable, but when you're going to be the source of an OTK, when you are the overall source of degeneracy, I don't know. I've been looking through a lot of these deck lists recently, and they've all been having one thing in common, and it's been Brilliant Fusion, Brilliant Fusion, Brilliant Fusion. When you have a Buster Blader deck list that's playing Brilliant Fusion to gain OTK traction, when you have 4 OTK decks that are playing Brilliant Fusion as an OTK factor, aren't you going to start... Wouldn't there be a red flag going up somewhere in your head that goes, huh, maybe Brilliant Fusion is going to start being the culprit of some things. Now, we've seen similar things with this. We'll take Norden, for example. Norden is a fantastic example of this. Norden was degenerate, alright? Norden started climbing up the degenerate ladder until eventually he just broke the 4th barrier, and everyone lost their fucking shit. The TCG tolerated Norden for as long as we possibly could, and I know I'm comparing apples to oranges, but Norden with Totally Awesome was acceptable, and by acceptable I mean we shouldn't have had to deal with that, but it's just another part of the degeneracy that comes with Yu-Gi-Oh! And then eventually, we reach the point to where, oh hey, Brilliant Fusion goes into something and effectively starts breaking the barrier even further. And I can't stress that enough. I wouldn't be shocked if Brilliant Fusion eventually is going to get limited much in the same way that Norden did. By limited, I mean absolutely destroyed. Because it's been following a very strict pattern. You know, you were really only playing it in Degeneracy, or decks that needed that additional normal summon to create some sort of combo. And then you were trickling into the 60 card variants, which is fine. You know, and then you're starting to kind of trickle up the OTK ladder. It's only a matter of time until something breaks this barrier, and we're sitting on Norden 2.0 on our hands. Now, it really sucks, because Brilliant Fusion has done a lot for the game, by any stretch of the imagination, just like Norden. Norden did a lot for the game in his time, but your issue literally becomes you have such a good generic card that has a search engine for it, that sure, you're playing dead draws in your deck. It's like you're only playing one Norden, but you're playing 3 Instant Fusion. You know, to make the combo better, you have to play the Brick Garnet, which is fine. But just being able to get this free bullshit OTK factor, it's so ridiculous. And if you're wondering about just some of the stuff that's going on, the fact that I'm pulling up Ready for Duel really quick, just so I can use some of these other examples of Brilliant Fusion, just as Degeneracy. I'm actually pretty sure that I saw Brilliant Fusion being played in some weird-ass Spiral variant, too. I was just like, yeah, I don't know what you're doing over there, guy, but you need to calm the fuck down. I don't know why you would be playing that in Spirals. Is your second normal summon all that more important? I mean, the deck's already brick fucking central as it is, but like, we can't do that. Oh, there was a Monarch list playing. Okay, so the part where it makes Brilliant Fusion so good overall is the fact that it made those shit decks better. Remind you of Norden? You guys remember when Norden was the glue that held Tier 2 together in those formats? And then, you know, Zoo just played Instant Fusion, and you were just like, motherfucker. It's just like, you're going in the bathroom to get a fucking blowjob, and then all of a sudden, you just get hit upside the head by a truck. I don't know why the truck smashed through the wall, but that blowjob was Norden, and that truck was Zoo. Just here to ruin your fucking day. Degeneracy is okay in certain amounts, but when it's becoming apparent that a card is the source of OTKs, then we need to start keeping an eye on it. Same thing with... Alright, we're going back to the part of Level Eater. There's a fucking Blue Eyes variant going around on the internet right now, and it's like, oh yeah, Level Eater plus Blue Eyes equals some super bullshit. Look at me. Look at me. Look at close up, Robbie. It's the source of these degenerate OTKs. I mean, fucking Link Karibo with Level Eater is fucking hilarious. Just enjoy climbing up your free links, free benefits whatsoever. And Level Eater's at 3 in the TCG at the moment. You know what that means? Not only are you going to have to deal with Brilliant Fusion and whatever the fuck else is coming with that deck as part of an OTK, on the other flip side of the equation, you have Level Eater over here, which is also the infinite source of all these OTKs. So, we have a lot of big problems coming in the TCG at the moment. And Brilliant Fusion is going to be one of these big enablers, whether or not it's a month or two from now, or 3 to 4 months. But if your opponent activates Brilliant Fusion, and you don't have an actual out for it, I would prepare yourself, because you're going to cry. You know, there's a reason why these shit decks like World Chalice are even doing anything at the moment. I'm not trying to take that away from those players, because you're just trying to use Norden in your hero deck to make totally awesome. It's fine. But just the overall potential for these other OTKs, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! You gotta love it. I love when we can spot a problem a mile away, and the community's like, it's not an issue, and then all of a sudden, normal summon Preda Planet, you don't have the Ash Blossom. You're just like, well, this is where my dueling career ends for the day. So, I do want to ask you guys, though, I know a lot of you are going to say that Brilliant Fusion is going to be okay for the time being. That's fine. But the important thing is, you're aware that this is becoming a degenerate card. It's degenerating the TCG. It's degenerating a lot of things behind the scenes very quickly as we're getting more support. I mean, Skull Deed's a hell of a drug. But what do you guys think? Is this a problem that we need to clean up now? Or do we wait until the entire community is whining and bitching on every fucking thread on the internet saying that Brilliant Fusion needs to go? You know, how did we let this happen? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. The level leader thing we're going to revisit eventually, because that's another problem that's just brewing in the corner for absolutely no fucking reason. But it's okay, because it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And as professional duelers, it is our job to play degeneracy to win. Fuck us. Alright guys, I'm out. Later. Fucking hate Yu-Gi-Oh! Some days. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.